All right, 5. All right, live on set. Mom, be quiet. The video is rolling. So come over here unless you want to be in the camera. All right. And we're going live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You know what people have been asking about? They've been coming to me and been like, so who are these people? Like, you should have me on the show. I'm like, these people are my cousins.
Baby,
I've had eyes. Yeah, they've been on all my Instagram posts. I know I just got one post up because I like to start fresh, but whatever.
I always wondered that every year. I'm like, dang, what happened to Quesha stuff?
Like, I start fresh, you know what I'm saying? And I don't like people scrolling. They're sneaky. Do it on my Facebook.
Right. People scrolling through stuff and hurting their own conscience.
Basically. So with that being said, we're going to get right into these questions. All right. Why do people feel they need to touch babies, whether it's hands or face? Personally, I hate it. Like, no, for real, because people's hands are, this is where you have most of your germs are in your hands. You're touching the door. You might dig up your nose or something like that. It's nasty. And then you come to a precious little baby and you want to go, oh, squeeze the cheeks. What is going on with you? Especially when they don't know you. You like, slow your roll. Like,
but what if they got hand sanitizer with them?
Because I don't like to be touched on my face, period. Like, I don't like being touched, period. But when you touch my face, it's a new level because I can break out. I don't care, hand sanitizer or not. No, hand sanitizer or not, like, why you gotta touch the baby face? What's the point?
Well, I ain't got no child. So
yeah, it's cute. Touch his feet or something. It's got socks on. Ooh, cute. Don't even touch the head.
Yeah, touching heads. That's what I was going to get on. Public service announcement. Anybody who come into contact with, well, I don't know them with the but with black men. Let's just put it there. And I know, you know, when my dogs are on swim, you know, and they're going this way. Don't feel the need to touch my head and swipe it that way. Because I done slept for 8 hours with a do-rag on to get it to lay down to where I want it to be. And you had the audacity to touch my head and swipe it this way. Well, I'm like, oh, then I'm looking crazy. Just don't do it. That's just a public service announcement. I had to get that off my heart.
Feel better?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I just got a haircut, so it'll be fine now. I didn't have to wear a do-rag for this. It's natural. But, okay, so don't touch a baby in their face.
Right.
Period.
Point blank period.
Okay. So, here's a question. She said, all these people want to be anonymous except for Denisha Taylor. She sent in 2 topics. I very much appreciate that. But this one isn't actually from her. The other one about the baby was. But this one says, is it okay to date someone 10 plus years older than you? What do y'all think? 10 years plus older than you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody who know they done had a conversation with me.
I really think it's okay. It's not that
it's
deep.
okay.
You know, if you're of age,
Right.
date them. What's wrong?
Right. We're not talking about what's in the media right now.
Let's not.
Right. I'm not saying no names. I'm trying to keep this video on YouTube.
That's what I said. Like, long as you're of age.
Of age.
Yeah.
I feel like
It don't matter. You're grown.
That's your life. You want to date somebody older or somebody that's way younger than you.
Right.
That's some issues you have to deal with. Like when they get old or something, they could probably. I mean, that's the stuff you gotta look for.
You might catch a check though.
Hey, a whole check, a whole disability check.
Just kidding.
Or,
no, that's real.
I think it'd just, yeah.
I'm just gonna, but like, I mean, if I find out that he about 10 plus years older than you, I mean, I'm just gonna be like, you know, when you was born, he was going to like the 4th, 5th grade.
But then again, it's like, we weren't talking then, so why should it matter?
When he was 20,
now
he was 10.
Now we older, we both grown. We both grown. Let it go and do our thing. Okay.
But make sure you're gonna. No, I'm not gonna say. Go for love. Don't go after the check.
Yes. Please.
There's benefits.
Okay, so this guy said, how do I get my wife to pick a place to eat? Look, okay? Because y'all be having some hard problems. Do you have problems with your girl?
Yeah, she indecisive.
So this is what you do. You ask her. Always ask. Just ask.
I do.
That way, when you do go somewhere and she act like she don't like it, tell her, shut up. I want to hear it. I told you and I asked you. Dang. So I'm blue in the face. So if you didn't tell me what you really wanted, then we wouldn't go get it.
I saw this meme actually today. It was funny. It was like, when you ask your girl what she wants to eat, she say, I don't know. Give her a bowl of like pieces of paper that say, I don't know.
Basically.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's one of those things. It's like, girls are very hard and complicated. It's like, when you're hungry, you should know what you want for dinner. Like, at the end of the day, when I'm hungry, and if I don't know what I want to eat, then let me figure it out alone.
All right. It all depends on what, Shay. I need you to speak. What? You stop here being like.
Shay, how do you feel about it?
What?
About somebody asking for a place to eat. Is it hard for you to pick a place to eat?
It is, because I eat out way too much. So I get tired.
That is, okay, so would you get mad if your man is like, okay, he gives you 3 options. Do you like doing choices? I like that.
Choices, cool.
Do you ever do that?
Mm-hmm.
You give her 3 choices.
Yeah, but it don't work.
You know? Just pray about it. That's how we're going to leave that. Just pray.
I just ask other people. Because usually it's in a group setting, like, what y'all want to eat.
Or just tell her.
Or just surprise her. Or just...
Again, then we're going to get back in that situation where they don't like it. You can be like...
Or just tell her you're never going to take her to eat.
Oh, so dead.
Okay. All right, so let's get on a serious tip. This is about college.
Okay.
So you want to read that off?
All right. So we had a viewer. They told us that they're now taking online classes, which is something that they've never done. And they're trying to see what kind of the differences are between, I'm guessing, having a physical like lecture class with the professor being in front of you and the actual online class. So, I mean, I've had, like, I think it was like summer 2017. Yeah, this is 2019 now. Summer 2017, I took 3 online classes. There were benefits to that. I mean, you go, like, you might have like weekly assignments and stuff due, but at the end of the day, you're going at your own pace. So if you know you work quick, you can like postpone it and like, you know, push it off until like the last minute if you know you can do that. And right, it just gives you more leeway to do with your own schedule. While I do like lecture classes too, is because like most of the time they expect you to read outside of class. I'm not a reader. But I will do it for my my classes just in case any of my teachers is watching. But like they give you further clarification in class, but there's benefits to both. I don't necessarily see a downside to them unless you know that you can't keep yourself paced and do it yourself. So overall, I think like especially if you're dealing with anxiety and stuff going into that, just make sure you set a schedule and time for yourself that you know that you'll be able to abide by. So like plan it out throughout the week. So if you know that you're not the person who can bog down under pressure when you know it's due in the next couple hours, make sure you start earlier in the week and plan like an hour a day rather than 5 hours on the last day. So just make sure you're planning out your time. That'll help deal with some of the anxiety, especially dealing with the online classes and you not having that like physical professor. But overall, I liked it. I like it. But we had a person come through our DMs on the Instagram.
I'm going to pull it up.
And we're going to read it. You was my first time, a true feel. Oh, it's in the DMs.
So.
Yeah, first one.
Okay.
So this user said, hey, my aunt is giving me the hardest time and I really don't know what to do. Every time I think of doing something to myself, I think of my parents and grandparents and stop myself because it was their dream for me to go to the U.S. and be successful. But she just keeps condemning me and putting me down. So then we asked, thanks for messaging us. What are the specific things that she's giving you a hard time about? And he said studies. He recently got a B in one of his classes, and she just went nuts and started yelling and insulting him.
B is passing. Keep it on.
B is definitely passing.
Is that what he said?
But yeah, so I guess he just wants advice how to cope with his aunt and how she's giving a hard time about his studies.
This is what you do. What you think?
No,
Shay?
I'm just saying B is real good, especially for college.
Right.
Yes.
Like,
And this person go to the University of Georgia. He go where I go. Baby, a B
Is a
gets you that
blessing.
degree.
B, blessing.
Right. And
Okay.
keep that hope.
So you said who's getting at him? Aunt
His
and
aunt.
mama?
No, his mom, I
Just-
think.
His parents are cool. Grandparents, well,
So I think
thinking my parents and grandparents to stop myself.
So I think his parents and grandparents are out of the States.
Oh, but
And he's living with his aunt.
She's on him.
Yes, about his B.
Okay, so
Tell her to back back.
When you talk to adults, because he stays with her, you gotta try to formulate some way to kind of come to them in a respectful way, but firm.
Yeah.
Because she needs to understand school is way different from back in the day.
Yeah.
True.
And it's a lot tougher. So the fact that you have a B is great. What you don't want to do is have her push you down where you feel like you're being drained because you're trying to be like this overachiever and you're doing your best. A B is great. You need to take that, accept that, and tell your aunt, look, this is the best I can do. You want me to do better? Then how about you take my class?
Fact. And especially if she's getting you to the point where your mental health is at stake.
Yeah.
That's not okay.
That's not cool.
Especially the way she's talking to you, like she's saying, you can be firm but respectful, but just tell her like, look, I did my hardest, I did this, I did that, but you came out with the B. You still came out. You didn't fail the class. You ain't got to retake the whole class.
What you say, Shay?
I said it's not failing.
At all.
I mean, that's
Like,
you still gonna get a degree at the end of the day.
right.
Yeah.
Please let her watch this video, and I'm going to tell her myself.
Yeah.
Back up.
And if she wants to help you so much, you get an A, tell her to do some of your homework.
Bet she can't.
Write a paper, please, honey.
Do a formula.
This is from Denisha. Gonna read it.
What? Why do dads who come from broken homes get girls pregnant and then become absent?
That's deep. We might have to read that a second time.
Right.
So, why do dads who come from broken homes, so they're from broken homes, get girls pregnant and then become absent?
So basically repeat
This
the
is what
cycle.
they're
But yeah.
accustomed to. That's
Yeah.
all they know.
But-
Why? I don't know.
Then
But-
again, it's like, if you know it's wrong, why would you do it? And if you know...
You think you'd want to be better.
Thank you. You think what you went through will make you be a better person or want the best for your child.
Right.
You're like, I don't want her to live or him to live like that.
Right.
I want to see him do or her to do better.
Especially even if you're...
someone to break that cycle.
It takes somebody to break that cycle, especially if you was raised by just your mom and you saw, like, especially the struggles that single mothers go through, and you're basically putting your son or your daughter back to the situation with the mother that you decided to impregnate.
Yeah.
It's like I don't.
Yeah,
get it.
I don't understand it either. I think it's actually sad and it's pathetic. Especially when you're a grown man. You should know better. You know better.
We're using that term "grown man" real loosely. This is a boy.
Well,
This is a whole boy.
facts
Because a
on-
grown
I
man
can't
is going to take care of
argue
his
with that.
child.
I can't argue with that. Big facts on that. But if
can't
he's
raise a man.
where it's like he just don't get it all or he don't want to get it, he has some mental issues basically, and he needs to go be checked because it's sad.
But even, I'm not necessarily putting this on, like, the person in the relationship or anything like that, because we were talking about this the other day. When you're going into this whole date situation or whatever, and you're looking at the individual you're dating, you know the history. Most of the time, you get to know them. You get to know their situation. Like, oh, okay, they have both their parents. They have one of their parents. They're raised by their grandparents. You know the situation that you're going into, and like, there's certain telltales when you getting into these situations. Like, there's certain triggers, and it's up to. I'm not necessarily saying that he showed you all these triggers or necessarily and all that stuff, but
There's always clues.
there's always clues and stuff when we going to be putting ourselves in these situations.
That's why I say don't jump into something so quick. Don't have your heart out there like on your arm. Because you have to have that wall. Because if you got your fence down low He's gonna come over there and play in it and everything. But if it's high up, he gotta work his way to climb it and get over that. Then so it's like relax, slow down, look at everything.
Assess the situation.
Yeah. So you won't have to be in that type of situation. And it's sad.
Right. But like we said, we're not putting the blame on the girl. But yeah, because apparently, obviously, the dude that she was messing with wasn't a man; he was a boy.
Yeah, but either way, it's kind of.
But either way, you should.
Either situation.
You don't want to ever repeat the cycle.
Right.
That's something I wake up every day. I'm like, all right, I need to be better than I was yesterday. What did I do yesterday that was wrong? And just trying to be the best me possible. But some people, they don't.
But that's why it's good to ask the person before you develop a relationship with them. Ask them what was their childhood like, so you can get some background on it. That way you can know who you're dealing with before they put you back in that same situation. Because then you don't know if they're gonna repeat the cycle that they've been through, or they're gonna try to be better. Mm-hmm. And it's sad when they say they're gonna do better and then they don't.
Right, they lie straight to your face.
Right. So,
and at that point, you just gotta tough it through it and make sure you give that baby the best life that you can. Exactly. And don't always. There's also those situations too where they know the dad is a deadbeat, so they cheat the child, and they always like tearing down the daddy in front of the child and all that stuff.
I hate that.
That it's never the child's fault of the situation they were brought into. So also, if you're bitter at the dad, don't necessarily you might be bitter, but don't bring that into the child's life. Give that child the best life that you know possible, and let them know that it's okay not to have their dad because you are that support system for them. You're going to give them everything that they need. You're going to provide truly for them. Don't necessarily put them down.
Let them figure it out when they get older.
Right.
At the end of the day, they're going to see that parent true colors.
Right. Especially if the dad tries to come back into their life, they're going to figure it out. So it's not necessarily up to you to paint that negative picture of their father, because eventually they're going to figure it out.
Exactly.
Right.
Eventually it's going to come out into the light, whatever's in the dark.
What's done in the dark comes out in the light.
All right, let's go ahead and get into this girl right quick. So she said, I'm young, but me and a bro grew up together, but he's 4 years older and we both like each other. I don't know what to do.
Bro, as in?
A brother in her hall.
Gotcha, at the hall.
See, at first, when I read this, I thought she was talking about her and her brother. And I was like, oh, wait, this is deep. Woo! But she's talking about her brother in her congregation.
Okay.
She grew up with him.
So,
and then,
a Christian.
Yeah. So she said she grew up with him, but he's 4 years older than her, and they like each other. What should she do? So I needed some more information on this. And I asked, was he in her hall? And she was like, no, not anymore. I moved 3 years ago, but I'm going to see him in my older congregation in a few days. I said, how old are you? She said, 16. 16, y'all. 16.
So I'm 20?
Yeah.
So this relate back to that older question. You judging? That ain't legal.
Yeah. They did say, somebody told me that 16 is the legal age. I've never heard of this. I thought it was always 18, but somebody told me the other day that in Georgia, 16 is the legal age.
Ooh, okay.
But she said, I said, so y'all dating? She said, no, we just been really close since we were little. And since we're catching feelings, I feel like I should just stop talking to him. And he's the only person that really understands her. I feel like with this situation, they already developed.
So wait, what's the question?
Basically, she's trying to figure out should she
talk to him. Continue to talk to him.
Yeah.
He's 20.
She said she don't know what to do because he's 4 years. She's 16. He's 20. Should she continue this or should she just let it go? This is what she should do. Ask your parents. Whatever they tell you to do, because you're still under their roof, listen to what they say. That's it. That's how I'm going to address that, because I feel like...
Coming from the flip point, not even coming from her, coming from the dude's perspective, you 20 years old and you looking at this 16-year-old girl.
But she just said 16 was age of consent in Georgia.
I don't care.
Okay.
Sorry, that's... No!
But the thing, I can't really say, like, no.
But I think
because I've had a cousin that was young and dated somebody that in high school, she was still in high school, but he graduated and she dated him. But it worked. Her mom knew about it and it was cool or whatever. Nobody judged them.
I feel that. But how long they been talking?
Their whole life.
But yeah, so she's been known them since they grew up together. So it was like a grow up. We see each other. You know, I'm 1. He's 5.
She's just born. He's in kindergarten. He's 16. She's 12.
Okay, relax.
I'm just putting this in perspective.
16 and 12 wasn't. He was driving. I'm gonna tell you right now though. I'm gonna be honest. If it was my daughter, I would say cut it. No, I'm being honest.
I would say cut it.
If I had a daughter that was 16, I would say, look, relax. But then again, if the guy's really sweet and he grew up with her, that's all he's
then known. He can wait.
Yeah, he can wait because
if that's situation.
Because then the thing is, this is why I say dating is really made for marriage. People that is ready to get married. You know that. First of all, we grew up like that. We know that dating is made for marriage because you get so much feelings attached. Just saying, being 16, you're not even in your senior year. You're still trying to figure things out and establish who you are. When you graduate, you have so much to think about when you get out of school. You have so much time to grow up.
Right, and the person you is at 16, the person you is at 18, the person you is at 20 is not going to be the same person you is when you're 25.
Have a different perspective. So just slow your roll and cut it. Yeah, y'all can be friends.
Y'all can still be talking, but y'all ain't got to make it official.
No. Texting every day, she's still gonna. I'm telling you, I know how it is to be friends with somebody you have feelings for. That ain't working.
But I'm just saying that
gonna work.
It's not gonna work. I understand that the feelings are there, but if that's their friend, I feel like they have to legitimately. They have to, like you said, talk to our parents. They need to figure it out.
So, have you ever had a friend that you like, but y'all can work out, but then when you was around them, you still kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I know what you're saying. Yes.
Have you ever had a friend, you know y'all both like each other, but y'all can be together, or it just didn't work out, and then y'all try to play, we didn't work out as being together, but let's see how we're going to be as friends. Wasn't it hard? Yeah. One person get hurt.
Yes. There's always
just cut it.
I know, I get, because I've been in this situation too, and I've been the one that's, because y'all, if anybody know me, I love hard, and I do wear my heart on my sleeve. But because I'm always the person that's getting hurt in like these situations. But I'm sitting there like, if you came into this and initially y'all were friends at first and then the feelings developed, and I feel like y'all know that it's not going to work and y'all came together and y'all were like, look, yes, we have feelings, but at the end of the day, let's just say we're better as friends. I feel like if the friendship is that important to you, you might still have the feelings there lingering, but at the end of the day, your friendship is what matters. So I feel like it's going to be up to after they have. It's
how deep it was.
It's not even necessarily how deep it was.
No, I think it. Do you think it depends on how deep?
I guess it depends on. I guess the situation. It's the situation because I'm just like because if I love yes, I might have the most deepest feelings for the person, but at the end of the day, I don't want to lose my friend, the person that they grew up with, the person that you talking to every day. And because there's even situations where you ain't friends. And you talking to talk, but it ended up not working out, but y'all developed a friendship. And it's because you told this person everything every day in and day out. And y'all necessarily can't be together, but that don't mean that you say, you know what, since we can't be together, we can't even talk no more. Because I feel like that's whack. I feel like we live in an age and time where it's like.
I get what you're saying, but what I'm trying to say is, there's something in a girl's mind. I'm gonna tell you this. Even though he say, you tell him y'all gonna be friends and you're not even gonna think about that, but y'all continue to talk how y'all been talking. It's somewhere in the back of our mind thinking, man.
Now I get that. No,
she's gonna be hurt.
And then they get into a relationship, and then you sit there like,
you like,
and then you got that pit in your stomach. You like,
you tight. And it's like,
no, I get that. I get that. It's
exactly.
Love is. I don't care what Ella May say. Love ain't easy.
I feel like
I don't care what she said. She lying. Woo. Love is never easy. It's always gonna be hard. It's gonna have its ups and downs. Whether you're in a friendship, whether you're in a relationship, whatever it is, it's going to be hard. Yeah. You have to assess your situation for yourself. If you know that y'all will be able to wait until you reach in my mind a legal age of 18. And he can wait till he's 20.
He'll be 22.
He'll be 22. That's still, y'all still young.
She ready to go and settle down at 18 with more kudos to you.
But, I mean,
So, let's go on to this. It said, he said, so basically, he's having a hard time to understand when a girl likes him. He said, she would like me, but I wouldn't know. But everyone looking can tell she does, but him. I said, weak. I said, if everyone is telling you she do, then that means she told them that she likes you. Y'all both being shy. Shaking my head. He said, yeah, I know that's the issue. Then he said, I can't tell when she likes me. So I'm like,
I'm just confused. Right. So she likes you and you know.
And he don't. The thing is, he has a hard time to tell when people.
But that's the
like
thing. The fact of the matter is, when you sent the question, you know that she likes you because everybody been telling you. So it ain't like it's really like, ooh, do she like? Now you just want to play ignorant.
Basically. But but the thing is, he's having a hard time to tell when a girl likes him. I guess his reader is not on, or his intuition.
No, it's there. He want to play oblivious. I'm gonna tell you, like,
or maybe he doesn't like her. And
either you don't like her, or you just want her to be the aggressor. That's the problem. He probably don't know how to approach her about it, and he waiting for her to come up and be like, "Hey, I like you." He don't want to go out on a whim because he probably he don't want to take what people saying, even though most likely she's telling everybody she like you, and she's nervous. She waiting for you to be, you know, the aggressor in this. Both of y'all waiting for the aggressor, the other person to be the aggressor in this situation.
They playing too much.
They playing. Y'all all the way playing because I'm gonna be. I don't care what nobody say. Ain't no way if somebody like you that they're not giving you signs that they like you. You can sit there and act like you don't see the signs, but they're there.
Yeah.
They're there.
Trust me, I always know. Okay, this is our last one. Last question, go Shay. Read exactly how it is. What it say?
Why do people just sock it?
Wait.
Sock?
Sock and texting back?
Oh, baby, you meant suck.
Exactly. Why do people suck at texting back?
I struggle because I got what?
I'm going to tell you like this. I'm a great texter.
I got 166.
Her phone blowing up. With me, I'm a great text back. Like, I'm going to tell you, my phone don't really necessarily stay in my hand, but I got the LEDs on, so I know when somebody is trying to get in contact with me.
Yeah.
Most of the time, especially if I'm not busy, you will get a text back within 1 to 5 minutes unless I'm being petty. Because I do get petty at times. Because I'm gonna be honest, I get irritated with the person who sit there and don't reply back when you know good and they will when y'all hanging out and stuff that they constantly on their phone. You like, I know you saw the message.
Yeah.
So then it gets to the point where it's like, then I get in my head. You like, oh, you just want to have a conversation with me? Oh, I got it.
I mean. What'd you say?
No, I'm just saying my problem is I get busy and I'm like, okay, I'll send it in a second. But that send, I'll never hit send and it just sit there. And then like, oh, that's
like,
I don't do
sometimes
that.
you're not looking at when I'm at work and we like busy.
But you working with your hand.
I ain't got time
well,
to
yeah,
like.
Me too. Because I'll look at my watch and be like, oh, such and such text me.
Right.
I'm going to text them back. And then I'm like,
I don't text Shay. I call Shay.
It's the whole night.
Right.
And I ain't text them back.
But again, that goes to the situation. It depends on that situation.
Yeah,
how much you care for that person that you text back. Because if you don't care,
like, if you was in a relationship.
Because I'm be honest, I'm that person to other people I really don't care to talk to. I will gladly open your message and not respond for like a good day, too, exactly. And be like, "Oh, you sent me a message," and I'm sorry, that is totally my beef. But I'm just being honest. I'm being real.
Yeah.
Because sometimes y'all ain't talking about nothing, or it be that person that you know gonna talk about something. Be like, I ain't got time.
Yes.
I don't have time to answer your phone call. I ain't got time to answer your Snapchat. I ain't got time to Twitter fingers you. I ain't got time for none of that.
Yeah, I think it's important. People, I text back, but other
it's important. The people who matter to you, you text back.
Basically, that's period.
That's point blank. Period. You make time for the people you want to make time for.
Exactly.
Because there's all. I'm gonna tell you like this. Y'all dealing with somebody talking about some. Ooh, I'm busy, and you think you care about them all the way, and they keep telling you you busy. They not busy 24/7. Because I guarantee they don't check their phone for the time. They don't went on Instagram while they went to the bathroom. Snapchat while they was at lunch, they was on their phone. You just not the person that they wanted to talk to. So don't let them finesse you. Don't let them play that game on you. Because then you're gonna end up looking like boo-boo food. And you don't want to be that person.
All right, that's a wrap for episode 1. Thanks for watching.
And we hope y'all enjoyed it, and we're going to see you really, really soon.
Please like, comment, and subscribe. Catch y'all next time.
See y'all!